Look at you baby tomato. I have some just-in news. Your friend Somi was right. We are speaking about meme coins, culture casinos, and the current crypto technology spectrum and how they distribute tokens right now. What is actually going on at the heart of cryptocurrency? What I'm going to do for you friends is we're going to play this clip in a short while. It is from our friends at Bankless, and I want to let you know every single thing that they are talking about. Your friend Somi here with his very, very sharp elbows and his nuts, which he's holding right now, because I'm a squirrel. I was speaking about this over 1 year ago. 2022, the beginning of 2023. Yes, I could see it coming. I knew all these airdrops and VCs and insiders, they did not have the best interests of the crypto community at heart. I could see the trend of greed happening. Now we're going to go through our friends Davey Soy Hoffman and Ryan Soy Adams, and they're going to explain for you. And friends, the clip's going to go for 2 minutes. So let's go right now.
Cycle. The thing that we're in now where we get like this airdrop cycle, maybe this points meta, the current distribution attempt that's going on. You think that part is cooked?
Yeah, and I titled it, this cycle is cooked just because it kind of rolls off the tongue better. This meta is cooked, just it doesn't really ring the same, but that's really what I mean. This token meta distribution is cooked. And one of the reasons why I think it's cooked is because this whole system, this whole structure, there are structurally bad vibes going on right now. So all of these like super hyped tokens are coming to market, and we're seeing a pattern of angry protocol users that are feeling like they are getting the shit end of the stick. They feel like they're getting pittance from the actual airdrops that are going on. So these very hyped tokens, they very frequently launch at multi-billion-dollar fully diluted valuations. And when tokens launch at multi-billion-dollar fully diluted valuations, that means that most of the upside has already been discovered because no one is getting rich investing in a $10 billion asset. Like that is like a long-term investment. That is not like that's not like the 100x, the 1000x that people really look for when they come into crypto. And so sure, you can be a long-term investor, but like no one's getting rich buying a $10 billion token. And since, because of the way that these tokens are being distributed, user allocations, the airdrops going to people, are predetermined by the teams. And the details around allocation weights and criteria are unknown, both before and after the drop. And users really, as a result, feel like they're getting the raw end of the deal for their extremely crucial role in actually providing a protocol with users and also meaningful decentralization. As like every like wink, wink, dog whistle that every team is saying like, hey, we're going to decentralize our protocol. Everyone knows that means token, and users receiving tokens is the act of a protocol decentralizing. And so this is like a rite of passage for every single protocol. This is a rite of passage for anything that exists in crypto. That's a protocol with a token, is how it decentralizes, and it decentralizes to users. And this is critical for the decentralization of our industry. This process, people are not satisfied with, just because of the current meta, the current structure for how these tokens are getting distributed.
So friends, shout out to Davey Soy Hoffman. If you remember, friends, you've been watching my channel every single day. I know most of you have. If you've been paying attention, you know who Davey Soy Hoffman is. He is our bottom signal right here. Thank you very much. Quiet on camera and ushered in the bull market. Thank you very much. So if I was a real person, I'll literally give him a hug. Thank you. I can't tell you, when I saw him crying, I had like this melting sensation inside my body. It was like, okay, the bear market's done. It's actually done. Some guy with friends, the guy's got a couple of thousand ETH. I'm like thinking, bro, why are you crying? You got $4.5 million. What are you crying for? I should be crying. We should all be crying. And I realized, okay, that must be depression face. So thank you very much. So now, in this speech, you notice, friends, they spoke about the end, the method of distribution, because that's what crypto is all about. It's, here is an asset. How do I give it out to people? How do I give it out? With Bitcoin, here is an asset. Here is the thing. And I give it out by proof of work. If you do the work, you get the coin. That's the only way Bitcoin got put out into the world. It started from nothing. They go, hey, whoever wants it, this is how we distribute it out there. Ethereum was like, hey, whoever wants it, give us some of your Bitcoin, and we're also going to distribute it out. So it's a bit of a hybrid there. And now, though, where have we moved into, friends? So we've moved into a world where VCs and insiders and grifters have taken the book from Wall Street and the other bug eaters, and they're just grifting the crypto community and the people, unfortunately. When they get a project done, they keep most of the tokens for themselves. And they decide, oh, you get a little airdrop, he's 5% or he's 15%. We're going to keep most of the tokens for ourselves. We're never going to hand that out. Now you get to see why, friends, Bitcoin maxis, for example, don't like anything outside of Bitcoin because none of these are fair. Nothing can ever be fair. By the way, Satoshi did it fair because it was random, unseen. It was like a birthing event of like, and angels came down from heaven. With everything else, people know, hey, how committed are you going to be? Okay, I'm going to come and basically try to get the inflation of the coin here and there. So that's when it comes down to it. That's pretty much what we're looking at, friends. Now, I mentioned here, right, some of his predictions from 18 months ago come true. The friendship cult is winning. So just to explain to you what's going on, there is a split in the crypto community, friends, because if you go back to the early Bitcoin chart and you look at the cycles, right, at the beginning, friends, what happened was Litecoin started the altcoin season pretty much here. So first there was Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I remember it was like 1.5 billion market cap. That's it. And then Charlie Lee forked it. He goes, hey, let's make a faster Bitcoin. Let's just tweak these features. And so they made the blocks 4 times faster. He made Litecoin. Now, back then in this industry, this was a mind explosion because they could see it. They're like, whoa. Litecoin has a market cap valuation of $72 million. And friends, people had never seen anything like this. It's literally like a UFO comes and lands down. Your brain's trying to like, what are you? Some poltergeist? I don't understand how. There's no lungs in your body. You understand that? This type of like paradigm shift. And people were shocked. They're like, how did you make something out of nothing? And what happened was it then motivated everybody in crypto to go make their own coins. And then you had an Altseason which appeared right at the very end. Everyone just starts printing all these poopy coins up here. All right. After that, you have Ethereum come in so Lord Vitalik, right, makes Ethereum, and Lord Vitalik, the Archangel, and he starts making Ethereum, and all these other projects launch on it. So there was a new way to distribute tokens with Ethereum. So remember, we started with Bitcoin, and then Charlie Lee's like, let's make it faster. And then people were like, whoa, we can all just make these tokens and participate too. And then people got in the unfortunate business of distributing tokens out, dumping tokens out to people, and just convincing them that they're scarce, but they're getting rid of the coins. If they're so scarce, why are you getting rid of them? Right. So then when we moved on to Ethereum land, it's, hey, we're going to make a smart contract platform. All right. And then you can launch any project on it, and people did. And, believe it or not, friends, you want to know why 2017 was the true altcoin renaissance? Every single coin in the top 200, I'm not joking, 10% were just full-on scams. So 180 of 200 literally pumped to the freaking heavens. That's right, 180, all of them. Why? It's because, on average, out of all the coins in any piece of pie, 40% were given to the public in public ICOs. 40%. Huge, enormous. You don't get that anymore. Now it's down to like 8%. So who's taking all the coins, friends? The VCs, the insiders, the people who are like, hey, I deserve a percent here and there because I'm hooking you up with the exchange deal. So as you can see, we started off so think about Bitcoin, right? We start off with the Litecoin renaissance, then you had the Ethereum ICO renaissance, and then we moved to IDOs, right? So we moved to IDOs, friends, which is actually our last cycle, which is in 2021. Which is, hey, we're launching, we're going to give tokens out to the public and stuff here and there, but the percentages got smaller and smaller. In 2017, 40% given to the public, but by 2021, it was down to like 15% or 12%. Unfortunately, now it's down even less. Pathetic. Sometimes you see 5% of coins out there. They're actually scum. So that's unfortunately what's been happening, friends. And what do we do? Well, look, in this spectrum, all right, of the world we're looking at, you look at this spectrum of like, all right, what actually causes alt seasons? And it comes down to what I call an open canvas renaissance. Open canvas means someone has a technology or a eureka moment where it basically gives everybody the lust for tokens. That's it. Tokens. Remember, it started off with Litecoin, faster Bitcoin. Then Ethereum, everybody can launch an ICO. Then 2021, anybody can launch an IDO. You understand? Wow, IDOs. They were big. Now, what are they doing though, friends? What are they doing now? They are doing airdrops. And, one of these companies, Starkware, obviously has a very, very bad name right now. But so what the deal is, they've got a chain or a protocol, and they tell everybody, we're going to have a token in the future. And that sends a signal to the market that you're going to get airdropped. And so everybody comes and does all the airdrop farming. It's all fake users, fake engagement, fake everything. And everybody's basically just prostituting for each other. The team needs the users so they can get more brokerage and Binance exchange deals so that it can grift. And then the people need them to put their part of the deal because the people want to get the airdrop. But it's like it's a tug of war, right? So only one person wins. And guess what? They have the tokens. So who's going to win? That's what we've been seeing, friends. Lately, we've been seeing everything I said would happen a year ago, it's starting to happen now. Where the teams keep most of the tokens for themselves. They change the rules in the last second. They remove a lot of people. They're like an insurance company, friends. They don't want to pay you out. They look for any reason. Oh, you farted yesterday. You didn't write that in the clause. Okay, well, we're not going to pay you out for your heart disease. You see, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for any reason to not give you the tokens because there's no legal binding contract and they don't need to. You know what? Sad. Insurance companies do have a legal binding contract and they will still screw you. Very, very sad. But that's it. That's the game, friends. That's why if you put your trust in this, you get screwed. You have to look at their incentives. They have every incentive to stop their payment out to you. And everybody's copping it. Everyone's copping it because of their airdrop farming. They're spending all the money, the liquidity back and forth to try to get these airdrops. It's too diluted, friends. There are too many people trying to chase this free money. If there was like $60 million trying to chase these, okay, sweet, join in. Unfortunately, with like Igon layer, there's like there was $6 billion. I think $14 billion of Ethereum staking in. And there's insiders too. And with Starkware, billions and billions of dollars everywhere, they've all diluted the bid. There's a certain amount of tokens that have been given to the people. And as more people join in, they don't increase the amount of tokens. They keep it the same. So everybody gets diluted. And see, if only everybody knew, I don't know, if only I had a friend out here, friends. If only I had a friend out here making YouTube videos and Twitter posts telling you ahead of time to avoid these traps because I'm looking at the field and everybody thinks that they're not the sucker. When everybody thinks they're not the sucker, friends, they're the suckers. Do you understand? When everybody's trying to be early to the traffic jam, they then become the new traffic jam. They're all trying to be early to these. So you get the point, okay? Now, what's actually happening is we've hit a point where the market has just fully rejected this part, and now we just see meme coins popping up. So I actually have this diagram here, friends. Look at this. So crypto companies, right, they can have a tech focus on the left-hand side or a community culture focus. All right, so you see, if they focus, say it's almost like you got to have a happy medium, I guess. We don't know what the formula is, but if you focus fully on the tech, you just have a bunch of people trying to get participation for tokens for the projects, and a lot of them are going to leave unhappy. But if you focus everything on memes, you're like, okay, well, after you have all the people and we're in the next bear market, what are people going to stay for? So no one's been able to figure it out yet. But we don't know where it all lands. But I can tell you one thing, right? If there's fully tech or a fully meme coin, you're probably going to think, oh, let's go for the tech. Not so fast. Because the tech, on average, is a VC project funded by insiders for insiders with multiple round deals, and they're only releasing the coins in the bull market to dump on retail, innocent victims. They don't really believe in their own tech. You see? You're paying expensive prices for tech stuff. Meme coins, they're starting from zero. So yeah, they're very risky, but the ground floor. You're paying cheap prices. And in fact, you can impact the change. So people are figuring this out slowly, but by the end of this bull market, everyone's going to figure it out. Probably hail me as a champion. And I'm like, oh, guess what? You all woke up. Welcome to the Matrix. All right, well, see you later. Top signal. I'm out. That's what it might come down to. Okay, let's play some nice, gentle pump music for all these people, friends, as they finally realize your friend Simon was right all along. But it's not about being right, friends. We're here to actually make money. So that's why we're long. We understand. We have conviction in all the meme coins and altcoins and everything that comes in between. So you get to see it all play out in real time now. And when you're looking at where we go next, that's the $1 trillion question. Because, remember, friends, we create an asset. We have a crypto like, oh, there's a tech or a meme or something else. We still don't know the formula of how to give out the tokens to the public. It was proof of work back in 2013 with the Litecoin thing. Then it became, Ethereum's proof of stake, ICOs. Then it moved to IDOs. But what happens with the IDOs, friends, is they give less and less to the public. They keep more and more for the insiders and the grifters. And in the bull market, they're just dumping. All of them are dumping. It's very, very widely known now. So look, Bankless guys, right? So shout out to them. It's actually a good episode. They do believe, and this is obviously me too, someone's going to figure out a new way to distribute tokens. If we go back, friends, to DeFi season of 2020, all right, Compound kicked off DeFi here. Compound kicked off DeFi. And I'll show you their page right now. So this is Compound, friends. Compound Finance. So you can go to markets. You probably see their rates and stuff. You could be out. So obviously it did not look like this back then. But this was early DeFi. And you can see the different rates in the markets here. You can see their different net borrow rate, net earn rate, etc., etc. So that is, look, that's how it all started in DeFi. So Compound had the protocol, and if you were using it, they gave out a token. See, friends, it's a way to distribute tokens, and that's what started off everything. That snowballed, it got people excited, and then more tokens launched, and then you had the food coins, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I can distribute anything. But then it ultimately all collapses because they're like, wait a minute, if you're distributing poop in a nice way, it's still a piece of poop. Like if a butler comes with a white glove and he hands you a silver platter, it's just a piece of poop on there. You're like, well, I appreciate the presentation and the effort, Mr. Butler, sir, but I can't have it for dinner. It's just a piece of poop. That's pretty much the collapse of DeFi and all the Ponzi stuff. Okay. Now, where does that leave us? We don't know what the next method is, because this method right now, we've never seen this before in a cycle. The method of the airdrop farming. And what I mean by that is nobody ever rejected the method of distribution this fast. With Litecoin, with Ethereum's ICOs, with IDOs, they had a full season. We have not had that, my friends. Not even close. It's just been a massive failure. And we've got to think about it though. Has it really been a failure? Not really. It is a failure, but who won? Somebody won. The insider grifters, the mainstream influencers. They opened coins at high valuations. For example, look at Starkware dog shit. Friends, it has a fully diluted valuation of 12 billion. But its market cap is only 1 billion. You see that? It's got a low float. Oh, look at this. Not surprised. Dumping. See that? See that? Right? We've never seen this before because we've never seen this level of greed. They've really slapped and spat on people. You and me. We've never before seen that. There was always a season to accompany it. But look how greedy these scum are. What they've basically done is they've set their supply price so high that it has absorbed too much of the existing retail demand that we don't even try to have a season. We don't even try. There's not enough money to fuel these guys' 12 billion fully diluted market cap and another guy's 5 billion, another guy's 1 billion. There's not enough retail money to fuel all of that and pay for all their token unlocks. What we did see though, we saw a bit of glimmers of hope. We saw Friendtech. That was pretty fun and cool. Still happening. We also saw meme coins. All right. We're seeing some light, some potential in our friends. Meme coins obviously have the biggest potential, but ultimately meme coins still have an issue. How do you distribute the tokens? Here's the thing. If the meme coin starts from zero and there's no effort in there, how do they distribute the tokens? How do you just give it out there? Proof of work with a stake, or you click, it just gets exploited. People try to soak up the supply, you know? What about the method? What about if you had let's say you made a meme coin, you made a comic book verse, and there's a lot of memes, a lot of culture, tokens not out yet. Do you really want to give out your tokens to the public? Honestly, do you want to give out 90% of the tokens to the public when you did all the work yourself? And you know these people just want to grab it to dump. That's how you feel. Where's the happy medium? Oh, we don't know yet. We don't know. There's going to be some sort of innovation where people will be like, hey, if people want to participate in this, they have to do something. Maybe that's how we go. They have to do something. They have to work for it. But that's what they tried with the airdrops, friends. But then what ends up happening is that's what we thought was the next logical step. The problem is there's no rules with the working for it. They just decide last minute, okay, you're going to get 2% of the coins. Oh, did I tell you it was 90%? Ah, well, changed my mind. So we don't know where this is going to go next. I'm just telling you that's what we're waiting for. And when we can finally unlock that, we will have a proper Altseason. As in, it's going to go wild. And trust me, friends, I look forward to it. I don't know if it's going to come this year or next year or when. I hope it comes. But, man, I look forward to the day to tell everybody, guys, the things we're betting on right now are the biggest no-value piece of trash Ponzi's in my life. However, my gosh, they are going up so fast. You know, I want that feeling. I love that feeling where you know it's a Ponzi, but the demand to push it up is so strong you have to participate. That's DeFi season. That was, these are rare moments, friends. These are once every 4-year moments. And there's also the case to be made. They go, hey, maybe just everybody in the world has been exhausted from these and there's nothing in there for them. That's a case in point too. That's why maybe, friends, the future could be somewhere we're not even looking. It could be like something like friend tech, where people are speculating and gambling on their own attention and access to friends and popularity. It's a different spectrum of finance, but you're still gambling on attention. And it's outside of the VCs and stuff, you know, for example, because think about it could start off fresh. Like, for example, no VC owns me. I wonder where it all leads. But now you get to see what's been happening. And obviously, if you had to pick, you know, you go meme coins all day because the valuations are cheap. They're always cheap. Friends, there is no cheap tech. I look at them all the time. They're not giving you a cheap gaming company thing for 80 million market cap. 60 million. They're not giving it to you, man. Most of them, 1.2 billion, 960 million, because they got Alex Becker on the team and everyone else. You see, they're not giving the cheap prices, and that's why they're going to find it hard. Look, the people learn the hard way. If you have retailer money in there, bro, you're not getting a 30 billion valuation on all your gaming coins. No, you're not. No, you're not. Do you know how much money is needed to sustain your unlocks? You're not. The people have been rejecting you and gone straight to meme coins. Make sure you like, subscribe, Billy, but no, catch you soon.